So, considering that their directed energy weapon shit is on me in a way that I have never had it before, it is fucking just intense. My skin is on fire. My hair is falling out in clumps. It's disgusting when I take a bath. And Thomas has sent 2 emails to me and my sheriff. I just end up sending it to the whole list, but accusing me of stuff that I don't even have a clue what he's talking about. I am not focused on this shit like he is. I do my videos in the morning. I say what I have to say. But I'm figuring they're going to try and take me down, and then they're going to somehow make this all about me. Everything about Isaac Happy, everything that I've been saying will end up being all about me, and no one will look at what what I've been saying over and over and over, repeatedly. Lucian Greaves, Satanic Temple. Skills is now commenting in my YouTube videos, but I knew her as Emily Thorne. This is a whole group that's all involved with the satanic Nazi pedophile ring. And when you consider that the video that I showed with, I'll just play it again in this video. The dude talks about a great awakening. All of that shit is Nazi propaganda. It's all involved. It's the same shit it's just another strand in the web of the stuff that dealt with Epstein. Because Epstein, the stuff he was doing was the same stuff that was going on in Franklin that my family was involved with, that I've been trying to expose forever. And so I have shown all the people who are involved. Phoenix Enigma and Goblin Dowd and the kids in Ohio are connected to the satanic Nazi pedophile ring that's in New York City. I know it is because I've dealt with Doug for years. And now, if you go on to YouTube and just type in Thomas's name, they're saying that he was involved with Q, that he is Q, which is a very sad situation for anyone who's dumb enough to actually believe in Q. Because it was Q that went to 4chan and 8chan and the 9chan LLC that sent me that $400. So it's all connected. Just look at what's been going on. The Goblin Dowd and Captain Underpants are in my town, and my best friend drops over dead. And the whole situation with Thomas and this dregs of you, they're trying to now equate me with that crazy lady, that I've never liked. Why would I be connected to her? I don't mention her name because I don't go after people that I think are mentally ill. I go after criminals. I go after people who need to be investigated and put in jail because they're a threat to children. But I hate doing videos in the middle of the day because generally I have shit going on, but it's freezing cold outside. This weather is bizarre. It snowed. There's still snow on the ground, even though it's almost gone, but there's still snow on the ground because it's cold. This weather is up and down, and I'm stuck in the house and having silly enough to read my emails because it just is non-stop. And this stuff that is being said is ridiculously stupid. That's why I don't even argue with it. Other than watching them on the news, I don't even know who the Lincoln Project really is. I just know they don't like Trump because they make a lot of commercials. But they're trying to now equate me with that. And they're trying to dismiss Thomas's involvement because Skills, aka Emily Thorne, who is directly connected to Lucien Greaves, started commenting on videos today about Thomas. But it's because they're all involved in this satanic Nazi pedo ring, which you should be really concerned about considering the satanic after-school daycares are appearing everywhere. So, you know, doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what's going on, you know? I know there are people out there who are quite intelligent and can figure it out. But I could very well drop over because this shit is intense. It's intense. It makes your nervous system feel like it's on fire. That's what it does. That's the worst thing. The skin and all of that, it hurts. But, and it's right next door. So it's not like have not always been accessible. But it's Easter. And that's a big deal to this group. Easter. And I think it's a big deal because of that solar eclipse. And I think there's a lot of stuff coming, so I will not be surprised if God takes me at this point. You know? And let me tell you, part of me keeps praying, because this is torture. It is fucking hell. But, don't let them get you distracted. Don't let them distract you. And I'll put that thing, that dude who walks out of the room just when Thomas's name is spoken, talks about the Great Awakening and all of that. That's all fucking Nazi propaganda. Keep that in mind.
I think I would serve best if Mike Flynn were director of the CIA.
You've mentioned General Flynn several times, and I'm wondering, I mean, do you guys go back to your intelligence days? Is he an old friend? Or?
Now, I know Mike Flynn personally, and I know one other person whose name I cannot share with you. And I believe that QAnon is the single greatest information operation in the history of humanity. And now I'm talking to, I'd say, easily a dozen people who are themselves associated in some way with QAnon.
Do you have an idea of how many are involved?
I keep
in
hearing the number 5 as the actual number of people that are writing.
You went on a YouTube channel in February 2017.
We have pedophilia, which is child sex abuse. Then we have torturing children to create adrenochrome, forcing fetuses to be delivered and eaten on site as part of the ritual.
Is it coincidence that a year later, when QAnon came out and was all about those things?
Q is an elaborately constructed operation that's been planned for years that is clearly achieving extraordinary impact. And I certainly take no credit for QAnon focusing on this stuff.
Coming up on
Search for Q.
We were speaking with a journalist earlier who mentioned a person named Thomas Schoenberger. Do you know who that is? We're in DC speaking with Robert David Steele, a former CIA operative who champions many of the baseless conspiracy theories that Q is based on.
So, for the record then, have you at any point had any involvement in QAnon?
No.
In any way?
No. I am not one of the QAnon people.
I don't know. It's just, I feel like so many things you really were in front of.
Q.
I don't.
Is that what you were worried about? That we were
I'm not worried about anything.
So how would you go about finding the real Q?
I don't think it's worth doing. I think what you should be focusing on is not Q. You should be focusing on the Great Awakening.
And what's the distinction there?
The Great Awakening is at the heart and soul of the public.
What is the Great Awakening?
I think the Great Awakening is people are starting to realize that if they don't pay attention and govern themselves, they will become slaves.